Today we're going to have a look at a new feature called Maestro. The beauty of Maestro from Planning Assistant that it provides a staff member with clear instructions on what to do next. Maestro is designed to save you a considerable amount of time in preparing those daily, weekly, monthly production schedules for the factory. Simply view this as the priority of next in line tasks for each stage of production. Priorities adjust in real time, providing information direct to the stages of productions as needed, ensuring the next task is the right task to be completed. With the ability to include planned maintenance intervals for each stage of production, this system effectively plans and prioritizes all planning for production. Now, if we look at the options that we have on the screen, you can see that I've got CNC cutting, I've got edging and assembly. If we sort of look at the cutting CNC carcasses, you can see that there's the job number, the client name, perhaps the suburb, and perhaps someone I've got assigned to that job. You can see that the operation date is effectively 18 days away from today. You can see that there's 32 sheets of board with this particular job, and we haven't really started that yet. You can see the installation date here is on the 9th of the 2nd, 2023, and the overall job is 30% complete. The operation date is 17 days from today. On the edge banding, we can sort of see the same thing, but we can see that it's now referencing parts instead of sheets. And on the assembly, we can also see here that it's following the same line, but it's referencing products or assemblies. It is also possible to have multiple stages of production showing in this view, or more specifically, have this view tailored to the stage of production that's relevant. Now we're going to go and have a look at the configuration tab at a couple of options that we can adjust for Maestro. Now we're going to have a look at the thresholds. So based on the point of reference that you work with for scheduling, you have the ability to create some rules around notifying when a task is on schedule or behind schedule. If I was to look at the installation date, you can see that I've got standard, attention required, urgent, and late. Effectively, this is a number of days leading up to when the task is due to be completed. And then as you start to sort of see through here, it's getting close to when the task should be completed. Now it's now past, and now it's very much overdue. This is fully customizable, so we can adjust those days or those times to suit your business. If we also have a look at the maintenances option here, this area allows you to add in intervals for planned maintenance on or for each stage of production. And as you can see here, I've got something simple as cleaning the glue pot. If I was to go through into here and go into edit this, you'll be able to sort of see something here that I've gone through. I've basically selected a point of reference. I've selected it as parts, and I've given it an interval of say 1,000 parts for this prompt to happen. Under the priorities calculation, I've got a couple of options selected here, but it's also possible to add more in. So you can go through here, we could go through and select the progress stage that we want to sort of demonstrate and show in Maestro. So that could be effectively any one of these, but if I was to go through and perhaps pick the CNC cut paint square meters, I've got the ability to choose an attribute. So these are my references that I can use for capacity planning. So for cutting, it might be square meters. So you've got an option through here to go square meter. And then you've got the option to obviously have a display that flashes if a task is behind schedule. And then you've also got some other priorities to, in the event that there's multiple tasks that need to be completed, how does a particular task get priority over that? So you can go through and you can pick perhaps an installation date as the deciding factor in that. Maestro will be a great addition into your production scheduling systems, and more specifically, preparing those daily, weekly, and monthly production schedules for the factory. It'll improve in communication and reduce anxiety for the team members through the factory that basically is provided on-demand instructions for what to do next. Thanks for watching.